All right. Good day. It's your boy Michael Mickey Williams Jr. Good day. Before we get started, we're going to let a few people log on. And today we're going to do start 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. So we'll be doing that today. Each week we will be doing a different topic of 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. This week is going to be the first topic, which is key number 1, which is introduction. This will be the introduction to the 8 weeks you need, 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. Before I get started, I'm going to let a few people log on and see who want to tune in. We got a lot of great things in store. My new book come out May 3rd. I'm a giant killer, so be looking for that. I'm excited about that. We're going to waste some time right quick, let a few people log on. And again, I'm going to be talking about 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. If you never have started a business or you had a desire to want to start a business, I will give you tried and true ways, the things that we have done. And again, today will be key number 1 of the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. Again, my name is Michael Mickey Williams Jr. from the Minor Adjustments Program, and from My Purpose is Greater Than Your Struggle. We will start out. Again, tune in every week. This week is on Friday, and I will post when we will do the next particular session for these 8 weeks. Each week I will do it 1 session per week. 1 session per week. So we'll just wait for a few people to log on. And the reason why, let me explain to you why I'm doing this. Years ago, my wife and my pastor had went to a particular facility to get information about things or area or field, if you will, that we was thinking about going into. When we went to this particular meeting, my wife and I were surprised that the individuals who were doing something that we were trying to do, they were giving us all the information that they could, that was in their power, about what they did in regards to their ministry or business. And I'll never forget when I asked one of the men or the ladies there, why would they actually give the information of how to start a business and how they were running their ministry? Why would they actually give all this advice? And the man said, the reason why we're telling y'all everything that we did is because anything that stays with us will die, but anything that we pass on will live forever. So with that in my spirit, I'm going to give y'all 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. And the only reason that I know that these things are valid or tried and true things is because I did it. And whatever I did, I don't want it to stay with my wife and me. I want it to be passed on, because whatever stays with us dies, but whatever we pass on will live forever. Okay, we got more people logging in, so don't forget my new book, My Purpose. I'm a Giant Killer come out May 3rd, and hopefully I'll be in your area, and I'll be promoting my book in different locations. I'll be posting it. If you follow me or my wife, you'll always see things that we're doing. What else? Also, look for us doing minor adjustments in different facilities soon. We'll be doing in different locations, and you can always tune in for that. I'll wait another few minutes. So how everybody doing? Welcome to everybody that's on here right now. I'm glad you're tuning in. I pray that everything will be a blessing for you. How everybody's doing online. So I'm good to see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll get down to it in a minute. What's up, Leslie? How you doing? It's good to see y'all. Again, we're going to be talking about the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. How you doing, April? We're going live right now on Facebook, and we on Instagram at the same time. So how you doing, April? Good to see you. Let's see. My new book. If you go to my website, minoradjustments.org, if you go to my website and register with your email, you can get a downloaded copy of this book. It will be a PDF copy of this book. The title of the book is God Changed Your Name. So why are you living below who he made you? If you go to my website, minoradjustments.org, and go to the online seminar tab, you register your email and you'll get a free copy of this particular book. It's a great book, and I'm giving it to y'all for free. All you got to do is go on, register your email, and there will be a downloaded copy, a PDF file where you can read it on your phone, you can read it on your tablets, you can read it while you're at work on your break or whatever. But please just go register your email, get the free book. If you don't support free, one of my mentors said, if people don't support free, they ain't going to support nothing. He said, if they don't support free, they won't support anything. So go get that free copy of that book. All right, let's get down to it. It says 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. The first thing before we get to key number 1, everything I'm giving you is I have a lot of individuals who come to me and they ask me, do you just be winging the things that I see you doing? A lot of different things. I see you over here. I see you doing drug counseling. I see you doing minor adjustments. I see you doing your book. I see you ministering at your church. I see you doing a lot of different things. Are you just winging it, like just doing stuff? And I said, no, I have a strategy. Everybody say strategy. You have to have a strategy. If you're tuned in, type strategy on the screen. Everybody must have a strategy. So the first thing you need to know when you're trying to grow your business or create a business, period, is you must have a foundation. Minor Adjustments foundation comes from Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. And it says, then God blessed them and said, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, and have dominion. This is the foundation that Minor Adjustments business is built upon. Then God blessed them and he said, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, and have dominion. Listen to me. This is the foundation. Whatever business plan that you have, whatever it is that you have in your heart or in your desire to do, you must have a foundation. Minor Adjustments program is built on this particular scripture. This is my foundation. Listen to me. The first thing it says, be fruitful. To be fruitful means to produce something. To be fruitful means to produce something. If you go to a supermarket and you're not really sure where the oranges and the apples and all that stuff, all the fruit are, if you're not familiar to this supermarket and you ask one of the workers, where is your fruit located? Normally, one of the workers will make this statement to you and say that the fruit is over in the produce section. To be fruitful means to produce something. So the first brick to your foundation when you're trying to establish or grow your business is to be fruitful, meaning to produce something. You have to produce something. No matter who you are, there is nothing, no more land is being built on our society today. We just have to produce something. The first brick that you must lay, again, I'm talking about 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. But the first thing that you must have is a foundation. So right now I'm giving you guys the foundation. And I got this foundation from Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. And it says, then God blessed them and said, be fruitful. This is the first brick to your foundation when you're trying to establish a business, when you're trying to establish a ministry, or when you're trying to use it in relational. No matter what, you must have a foundation. He says, be fruitful. To be fruitful means to produce something. Then he says, multiply it. To multiply means to increase in number. Whatever it is that God lays on your heart, or you feel in your spirit, or however you want to call it, whatever it is that you produce, the next brick for your foundation is to multiply it. To multiply means to increase in number. Whatever it is that you produce, you must increase it in number. The first thing that I was blessed to produce was the minor adjustments workbook. The minor adjustments workbook was what we produced. From the minor adjustments workbook, now we have to increase it in number. After the minor adjustments workbook, I started the minor adjustments business. After the minor adjustments business, I started the minor adjustments program. After the minor adjustments program, I started the minor adjustments online seminar. After I started the minor adjustments online seminar, I can't go any farther than that. Then I'll be telling you a little bit too much. But you must multiply it, increase it. You have to increase it. Multiply means to increase in number. These are the bricks, or these are the foundations that I'm laying for you right now, are just the foundation to your business. The first one was to produce, to multiply is the second one. The first one is to produce something, to be fruitful. After you produce something, now you must multiply it. The third one, hold on one second. And the third one is, one second, I gotta turn my phone on. The third one is, that we already know, is, hold on. To be fruitful means to produce something. Then the next one is to multiply, to increase it in number. And the third one is to fill the earth. To fill the earth, to fill means, watch this, this is a twofold part. To fill means to put as much as possible into. Listen to me. The first thing you have to lay to your foundation when you are establishing a business or in the ministry. The first thing you must do is produce something. The minor adjustments book was something that I produced. The next brick is to multiply it. To multiply means to increase it in number. The third brick is to fill the earth. To fill the earth is a twofold. To fill means to put as much as possible into. Whatever it is that you have laid on your heart to produce, you are to put as much as possible of yourself into the thing that you have produced. Don't spend all your time on your job and get home and not take care of your own body. Because when you do that, you have spent 8 hours of your day helping build another man's or another woman's dream. When you get to the brick of filling the earth, to put much as possible into. The minor adjustments business is something that I have produced. I multiply it by increasing the business in number. Then I use fill the earth. To fill means to put as much as possible into. I get up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I do my devotions. I put as much as possible of myself into what I have produced. The next one is when it's the twofold. One of them is to put as much as possible of it yourself into your business. And the second one is put as much as possible of your product into the earth. What am I talking about? Whenever I speak, no matter where I speak or what venue, or if I'm speaking for free, or I'm speaking for a paid engagement, or I'm speaking in a church. No matter where I speak, notice whenever I speak, I try to give away stuff. Meaning I'll give bracelets away, I'll give books away, I'll give away stuff. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm trying to fill the earth. No matter what it is that you produce, you have to put as much as possible of yourself into the business that you produce, and you have to put as much as possible of your business into the earth. Listen to me. Not all the time are you going to get paid for things. Sometimes you will have to give away a lot of the stuff that you produce. Why? Because your strategy is to fill the earth. Remember, the first one is to be fruitful, produce something. The second one is multiply, increase what you produce in number. The third one is to fill the earth. To fill means to put as much as possible into. It's twofold. It means to put much as possible of yourself into what you produce, and it also means to put as much as possible of what you produce into the earth. And again, don't always focus on being paid for your product. Sometimes you have to fill the earth, meaning no matter what you're doing, there might be times when you have to just bless people with stuff. But the next one is the next brick. And again, right now, I'm simply talking about the foundation. This is the foundation because a lot of individuals ask me certain questions and they ask me, am I just winging it? And I look at them, not to be sarcastic, but I look at them like, do you really think that I just be doing something just to do it? No, I have a strategy. Everybody say strategy. You have to have a strategy. Next one, first brick. I'm giving you 5 bricks, 5 bricks to the foundation that I use for my business. The first one, the first brick is to be fruitful, produce something. Second one, multiply it. The third one is to increase in number, to fill the earth. To fill means to put as much as possible of yourself into it. The next one is very important. This brick that you're putting on your foundation is to subdue it. To subdue means, pay attention, to conquer. To subdue means to conquer. Why is this important? Watch this. Whatever it is that is laid on your heart for you to produce, it will normally put you in a particular field where you are a novice. You might be cooking out your house right now, and if you're thinking about starting your own cooking company or kitchen, you're going to be put in this field. You're going to be a novice. So to subdue means to conquer. Whatever it is that you produce, 9 times out of 10, it will put you in a particular field where you are a novice. What do I mean? The minor adjustments program has put me, when I created them, it has put me in a particular field. Watch this. It put me in a particular field of reentry. It put me in a particular field of addiction. It put me in a particular field of rehabilitation and correction. But I'm coming in this particular field as a novice. So when I come in this particular field as a new person, I have to subdue it, meaning conquer the fear. Because some people, even if you want to admit it or not, and I don't care how spiritual you are, when you come into a particular field and you are a novice, you have some type of field, but some type of fear, but you have to subdue it, meaning conquer that fear, because you're going to go into a field. I'm going to use me. I came into a particular field where I didn't have the educational background as others. I came in a particular field where I didn't have the financial means as others. I came in a particular field where I didn't have a facility to go to. So I came in this particular field, and no matter how much I prayed, no matter how much I was anointed, no matter how much I fasted, I still had some type of fear. But you have to subdue it, meaning conquer. You have to subdue it. You mean conquer the fear of whatever field, whatever you produce, it puts you in. That's brick number 4. Brick number 4 for you. You have to conquer. To subdue means to conquer. It's going to be, you're going to get whatever it is you produce. Let me play them back. Brick number 1, I'm talking about the foundation. I haven't got to key number 1 of the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. I'm simply giving y'all the foundation that I stand on in regards to the minor adjustments business. The first brick is, and I got this from Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. He says, then God blessed them, and he says, be fruitful. First brick. To be fruitful means to produce something. Then he says, multiply it. To multiply means to increase in number. Then he says, fill the earth. To fill means it's twofold. Put much as possible into. You have to put as much as possible of yourself into your business, and you also have to put much of your business into the earth. Then he says to subdue it. To subdue means to conquer. So whatever it is that you produce, 9 times out of 10, it will put you in a particular field where you are the novice. And when you go in anything and you are the new boot or the novice in that particular field, I don't care if it's a pastor, I don't care if it's organizational skills. When you come into anything as a novice, you will have some type of fear. Don't tell me that you're going to go into something and be all confident. That's not true. But you must subdue it, meaning conquer. The last one is, which I love, is he says, take dominion. This is brick number 5. Take dominion. To take dominion means the power or right of controlling or governing. The right or power of controlling or governing. Whatever it is that you produce, when you first produce it, be mindful that you're going to go into a particular field. When you go into the particular field of the thing you produce, when it puts you in that particular field, you're going to have people telling you what they will give you for your product. Oh man, listen to me. When you first starting out to build your business, you're going to have individuals telling you of what they're going to give you, when they want you to do it, how they want you to do it. Mind you, it's something you produce, but you will have to take dominion. When you take dominion, you govern, you control, and you say you have the power of saying how much for this, how much for that, what day I'll do this, what time I can do that. When you get to that place, watch this, some people will close the door on you, but it's okay. As long as you're governing and you're controlling your product, it don't matter. Some people will shut the door. As long as you're taking dominion. Remember, this is your foundation. I will not move. I will not budge off my foundation. Don't move off your foundation when you're building your business. Again, I'm going to tell you the last 5 things I just told you. The first one, these are the bricks to the foundation. The first one is, be fruitful. No, the first one is be fruitful, meaning produce something. The second one is multiply it, meaning increase it in number. The third one is fill the earth, meaning put as much as possible of yourself into your business and put as much of your business into the earth. The next one is to subdue it. To subdue means to conquer. Whatever it is that you produce is going to put you in a particular field. Most of the time, it will put you in the field that you are the novice. You will have to subdue it, meaning conquer the fear of being in that field, even though you don't have the educational background like the people in front of you. And the last one is to take dominion. To take dominion means the power of governing and controlling your product. Whatever it is that you produce, you have to take dominion. Take dominion means you have the power of controlling and governing how you want your things to be done. And again, you will have to be very focused on your purpose in regards to business when you get to this particular brick of your foundation. Because if you don't take control, the power of government, you will always allow people to tell you what to do with your business. So that's the foundation. I hope everybody was good with that, because we're about to move into key number one of one of the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. How everybody doing? Everybody got that? I hope all of it came out clear, that you were able to understand what I was saying. These are, again, this is just my foundation, and I'm giving it to you guys because I know that anything that stays with me will die, but anything that I pass on will live forever. So hopefully everything that came out right there was pretty good. Now, let's move on to key number one. Key number one. Again, we're talking about the 8 things that you need to know in order to grow your business. If you don't have a business right now, but you always felt as if you could start your own business, watch this. These keys and these things that I am giving you today, you can also use it in ministry. This same foundation you can use in a ministry. You can also use these principles, if you will, in a relationship atmosphere. You can use it for business, ministry, or relationship. Is so good that you can use it a 3-fold cord. You can use it 3 different ways. So today we're just going to give you the key number one to one of the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. Key number one is you must have an introduction. Somebody type it in there for me. You must have an introduction. Listen, when you are going from, let's say you was at an entry level at your particular job and you got the supervisor's position. When you was at the entry level and you moved to the supervisor's position, no matter how much you try to just stay cool with the people in the position that you left, you must have an introduction. You have to introduce the old you to the new you. What do I mean? There's new things, or there's different things that you have to do now that you're in a position of supervision, because you were with the individuals who was on one level and now you have the supervisor's position. I understand that you're not trying to be funny or trying to turn your nose up at the people who were at the entry level, but now that you are at the supervisor's position or the manager's position, you must have an introduction. What do I mean? You must introduce the old you to the new you. The new you is a new person. The new you are a person in leadership. The new you are a person in control. It's not saying that you are supposed to lord it over people, but you must introduce the new you to the old you. You must have an introduction. In order to grow your business, you must have an introduction. Do you remember? I don't know if you're familiar with Jay-Z or not, but one time Jay-Z had a song. In this particular song, I really don't know the name of the song. I don't even know the whole lines in the song. All I remember about the song is he came on and he said this statement: "Please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is..." Hold on, watch this. The reason why he was saying, "Please allow me to reintroduce myself," is because he had transitioned from being on one level to another level. And when he realized that he was no longer on that same level, he realized that he must have an introduction. When you are trying to grow your business or start a business and you're trying to go from level to level, you must have an introduction. You must introduce the new you to the old you. You have to tell the old you, we aren't functioning like that no more. We aren't doing that no more. We're not accepting that no more. We don't go to that place no more. You must have an introduction. And I don't care who you're trying to develop it to or where you're trying to go. You must introduce, watch this, the old you to the new you. When I started the minor adjustments program, it was things that I was trying to still do, but I had to introduce the old me to the new me. The old me would do different things, but the new me didn't even consider it. So I had to have an introduction. When you are trying to grow your business and you used to do things one way, and for years, the business was running and it was going in cycles and cycles of how they used to run the business. And then someone comes to the business with new ideas and new energy, and you're trying to down them, put them down. Instead of holding people down, you must have an introduction, meaning my business needs to grow. We used to do that. We're not doing it no more. You must have an introduction. You must introduce the new you to the old you. In order for you to grow your business, the key number one is you must have an introduction. Next, what's your mission? You must focus on what's your mission. A mission is an important goal or purpose that is accompanied by, watch this, a strong conviction or calling. What's your mission? Minor adjustments is dedicated to preventing and reducing crime. Stop. Our mission is preventing and reducing crime. Now, everything you do in your business must line up with your mission. What is your mission? What's your mission? Remember, I'm teaching you 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. The first key is you must have an introduction. During this introduction, you must gather your team, or it can be just you and you and one other person is a team. You and that person must sit down and say, what's our mission? I remember a lot of times I have to be careful, because even though we're doing certain things in a particular vein, we will have opportunities, or I will get offers to go do something else. And every time I talk to my teammate, my wife, or even if I don't talk to her, and I do talk about the advice or the opportunity to do something, she always say, but that don't match our mission. What's your mission? She don't know it, but she always spark me because I write things down like that. When you're trying to grow your business, one of the most important things you must lock in on, what's your mission? If you're selling food, what's your mission? If you're writing books, what's your mission? If you're speaking, what's the mission? If you're trying to help people on drugs or prison, what's the mission? Minor adjustments is dedicated to preventing and reducing crimes. Our primary purpose is to teach men or women how to make the minor adjustments that are necessary in their lives, which will allow them to obtain and maintain a productive lifestyle after incarceration and or rehabilitation. That's our mission. When you are trying to establish or build your business, you must have an introduction. And during the introduction of you introducing the old you to the new you, you must get the people on your team to see if everybody knows the mission. What's the mission? If you find out the mission and do everything to line up to the mission, what's the mission? If it's not the mission, then there's no need for me to participate in it. What's your mission? The next one is you have to learn. Again, I'm talking about key number one. All this is in. If you would like me to mail or email you the PDF or the PowerPoint of what I'm talking about today, just leave the number 7 in the comment section, and I will inbox you for your email, and I will send you the PowerPoint of what I'm teaching to you right now. If you would like to have the PowerPoint of what I'm talking about right now, just put the number 7 in the comment section and I'll inbox you for your email and I'll send it to your email. Okay, we're talking about you must have an introduction. An introduction is key number 1 to the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. Recap: you have to introduce the old you to the new you. You must introduce the old you to the new you, because the old you gonna keep trying to function off of old systems or old patterns when you're trying to grow your business. But the old you is not familiar with the new you. The only time the old you get familiar with the new you is when you introduce the new you to the old you. The next one is, what's your mission? The team, the people who you are dealing with. If it's just you and another person, you have to sit down and discover or discuss the mission. What's the mission? The next one is, you have to learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. When you're going through the part of having an introduction, you must learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. There are some things that you will go through or that you have went through in your past that can actually benefit you. I always tell people that you have to learn how to allow your mistakes to become your mentors. You have to learn how to use your past to push you to grow your business. There are things that I did early in my business that didn't hurt me because I learned how to use what I did in my past to push me into my destiny. You must learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. The mistakes you made can only hurt you, watch this, when you don't learn from them. So in business, failure is not something that you're not going to experience. You're going to experience failure. And I heard Les Brown say something one day, and he said on one of his videos, he says, failure is going to happen when you're trying to grow a business. He says, but make sure you fall on your back, because if you fall on your back, if you can look up, you can get up. So you have to learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. Learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. So whatever it is, I'm talking about growing your business. Do you want to grow your business and aren't sure of what strategies to adopt? I'm giving them to y'all for free. Not only did I give them to you for free, I tried them myself. So the failures I had, I said, okay, I felt that. What can I do? So you have to learn how to use your past to push you. Everybody type, push me. Push me, push me. You got to learn how to use it. 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 You got to learn. I'm talking about people who have business minds, people who want to establish things, people who want to keep growing. I'm telling you the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. Today, key number 1 is you must have an introduction. You must introduce the old you to the new you. You must learn what's your mission. What is your mission? Write the vision and make it plain. What's the mission? Then you have to learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. And the last 2 things that I want to give you, one of them is positioning. Woo-hoo! Listen to me. Positioning is to put someone or something in a particular place. Positioning. Nothing can outperform a person who's always in position. If you're in the right position, man, listen to me. I was at my Glory Tabernacle Church 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, and I used to just be cleaning up the grass, and I would be cutting the grass and cleaning the toilets and stuff. And I used to feel like I was out of position. And then one person came to me. His name is Goody. He came over there while I was cleaning up, and he says, Mike, never forget, whenever God needs you, he know where you are. So even though I was cleaning the toilets, I realized that I was in position. When you are trying to grow your business, you must stay in position. I talk to individuals all the time, and when they calling me and they wondering why my pastor is not using me, why my job is not using me, and I keep wanting to yell at them and tell them, all you have to do is stay in position. Don't worry about them using you. Don't worry about if they picked you. Don't worry about if they skipped you. All you have to do is stay in position. The minor adjustments business came to fruition because I was in position. You must stay in position. Don't worry about anything. When you are trying to grow your business, when you are trying to grow your marriage, when you are trying to grow your ministry, the simple thing that a lot of people always miss is they get out of position. You must stay in position. Everybody say position. Man, stay in position. I get excited, man. Listen, I'm talking about you must have an introduction. You must have an introduction. 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. Business, ministry, or relationships. These things can work universal. Position. Put someone or something in a particular place. Stay in position. I dare somebody to stay in position when it don't look good. Stay in position. If you want to grow your business, I'm giving you, if you would like the PowerPoint, again, leave the number 7 in the comment section. I'll inbox everybody for your emails, and I'll send you the PowerPoint because I don't know when I'm going to do the next week. Next week is going to come. I don't know what day I'll do it. I'll post it, but I'll usually will try to do it on a Friday, but I might pop up and do it on a Wednesday, depending on my schedule. The last thing I want to give you, everybody say position. Position. Type position on the screen. Just type position on the screen. Everybody that's tuned in, all y'all, I want y'all to put position. Put position on them. And the next one, the final one, is progressive. To progressive means happening or developing gradually or in stages. Listen, most people, when they're trying to grow their business or they're trying to develop their marriage or they're trying to fix their ministry, they don't understand that although they're in position, some things are progressive, meaning some things happen over a period of time. Some things gradually come to fruition. Listen to me. When I was in my counseling job, I was working part-time. Then when I was working part-time, eventually I was working part-time at one place and I was working at the church at the same time. And then because, watch this, I was in position, a full-time spot opened up at my counselor's job. So when the full-time opened up at my counselor's job, I left the job at the church and started going to the counselor's job. Why did I get that job? Number one is because I was in position. Oh, man. And number 2, things happened over a period of time. It was progressive. The position probably was always going to be mine, but I had to stay in position, and I also had to let other things work itself out. That word is called progressive. Some things, when you're trying to build your business, when you are trying to build your marriage, or when you're trying to build your ministry, you must understand that some things are progressive, meaning they will have to work themselves out over time. So even though you have an idea or you have it in your spirit to develop your business, don't stop writing the vision. It has to be dealt with progressively. Some things happen over time. A lot of individuals, again, wonder why their pastor's not using them. It has nothing to do with your pastor. It has everything to do with time, development, opportunities, positioning. So you must remember, always stay in position, but you can't forget this. Some things are progressive, meaning they happen gradually. They develop over over a period of time. They don't just happen overnight. Some things are progressive. Some things are progressive. And with that, this is the Minor Adjustments, 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. The first key is you must have an introduction. You must introduce the old you to the new you. I know that you used to do things a different way before, but this is the new you. And the new you must introduce themselves to the old you. Jay-Z said it best. The album came on and he says, please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is, he had to reintroduce himself because his old self was the person who was on the corner selling drugs. His new self was the person who wanted to buy property and businesses and own stuff. So he had to introduce his old self to his new self. You must have an introduction. You must have an introduction. During that introduction, you must ask yourself, what's my mission? What are you trying to do? A mission is an important goal or a purpose that is accompanied by strong conviction or calling. And the next, you need to learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. Learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny, because your past failures won't hurt you, because Les Brown says, as long as you fall on your back, if you can look up, you can get up. But you are responsible to learn how to use your past to push you into your destiny. Your mistakes must become your mentors. You can always tell a man or a woman whose mistakes have become their mentors, because they won't make that mistake again. Next, you have to stay in position. Stay in position. Stay in position. And lastly, always remember that some things happen progressively, meaning over the period of time. Over a period of time, it happens. Again, I hope that I blessed y'all with something. My name is Michael Mickey Williams Jr. Tune in, next week I will give you key number 2. I'm excited to give you, and the reason why I'm giving y'all my strategy, people ask me, am I just winging it when in regards to business, marriage, or ministry? And I always tell them, no, I don't just wing anything. You can ask my wife. If you want to know anything about a man, ask his wife. Don't ask his friends. If you can ask her, I get up every morning and I'm dedicated to all 3 of those areas: relationships, marriage. I'm dedicated in marriage. I'm dedicated in the ministry aspect, and I'm dedicated to my business. So you must have an introduction. Key number 1. Next week we'll be tuned in. I'll tell y'all sometime this week what day I will be doing it. So right now I would probably do it Friday again at 6 p.m. It would be key number 2. Look out for my new book coming. I'm a Giant Killer. I'm excited about that. It's going to be released on May 3rd on my birthday. And anybody who have opportunities to try to have us come to their church or whatever, or book us to come speak about my book and everything, just hit me up, and we'll do whatever we can. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. I hope it's been a blessing to y'all. This is one of the 8 things you need to know in order to grow your business. Minor Adjustments is dedicated to preventing and reducing crime. Our primary purpose is to teach men or women how to make the minor adjustments that are necessary in their lives, which will allow them to obtain and maintain a productive lifestyle. God bless y'all from me and my wife. God bless y'all. Remember, anywhere but backwards. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all next week.